talk on the phone. Don't need no friends, I'm good on my own. Started from the bottom, want that to be known. Been through a lot, and I'm grown. Bad to the bone, getting in my zone, sitting on my throne.
Hello everyone. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to check out this video. It means a lot to me. So today is February 21st, 2021, and today marks 1 year since I decided to stop smoking weed. It's been a year already. Time goes by really fast. I remember that day like it was yesterday. I just had a class at my university, and then I was just driving home and I was like, you know what, something needs to change. And I recorded a video in my car just like I'm doing now, this exact same car. And I made a deal with myself, and to all my, people on YouTube that watch me, I said I'm gonna stop smoking weed, and I held myself accountable. And I actually documented the first 30 days of me giving up weed, and it's in my older videos. You guys can check it out there. But I've stuck with it. And now here we are a year later, and I don't smoke weed. I don't rely on it as a substance. Back then, I really relied on weed as a crutch to help me out when I was feeling, anxious, feeling down, when life threw me challenges, when life got tough. It instantly made me feel better, and it had its purpose during that time, but I realized that long term, I don't think it was sustainable for me, because it was making me lazier, and it was like, fucking with my head a little bit, making me not as sharp as I want to be. So I decided to give it up. I've tried to quit weed multiple times in my life. Like I say, probably over 20 times. And each time I failed. But I just kept trying. And now, after 20 tries later, I finally made it. I think it's a very important lesson, because often when, we don't succeed in something, we stop trying. But if I would have stopped trying after the 5th time or the 6th time of me, trying to quit weed and, relapsing, I wouldn't be here right now. But I kept trying until eventually I managed to make it work, and now here I am. So, I'm just very, proud of myself, because it was tough. When you give up a habit like that, it's really hard, and especially when you get used to just like weed's a substance, right? So it gets stored in your body, and you're used to having that effect on you. It's hard to give that up. But here I am, I made it here. And to anyone out there trying to do the same thing, give up weed, you can do it. I believe in you. I've done it. I didn't think I could do it, honestly, because I was just so used to it. I was smoking every single day, multiple times a day. And now in the last year, I have smoked in the last year, but I probably smoked like maybe 7-8 times within the whole last year, which is virtually nothing, especially in comparison to when I was literally smoking every single day. And right now, like I said, it's February 21st, 2021. I haven't touched weed since October 2020, so it's been like 4 months. So my dependence on weed, I think I really have conquered it. And like if I really feel like smoking here and there, I'm at a place now where if I want to, I'll smoke. But I just don't really have the urge, honestly. In the future I might, when I'm celebrating something, but as of right now, I'm good. One thing though that I really would recommend is using THC and CBD oil. I really recommend this, and that's what I currently use right now, right? It's like oil, you put it on your tongue, it gets absorbed, helps you relax, it gives you all the benefits of weed, but you don't have to like smoke it and stuff. And it's a very controlled dosage. Like I usually take 5 milligrams of it, which is very, very little, to be honest. And it has really good effects to me. I use it maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, so it's not too much of an issue. But I realized that the key reason why I'm not having an issue using this oil, when I had an issue smoking weed, I would, use that as a crutch, but this I don't use it as a crutch, because if I feel shitty, like if I'm going through something, I feel bad, right? I can smoke weed and instantly I get high, I feel great, euphoric. It's a good time, right? Instantly. It solves my problem in the short term, right? When I take this oil, I take a little bit, it takes like 3-4 hours for it to really kick in. So if I'm feeling like down or whatever, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna take the oil. By the time the oil actually like has its effect on me, which is like 3-4 hours later, I've already had to deal with that challenge by myself. So it wasn't the weed that, you know, solved my problem for me. I had to deal with whatever I was going through, and then later I feel the effects of it. So it's like a delayed gratification. And that's the difference, because I feel like a lot of people that get hooked on weed, they get hooked on that instant gratification. A lot of things in society are instant gratification these days. Social media, you know, smoking weed. There's a lot of stuff, you know, everything's very fast, solve things quick, instant, take a pill, it'll solve your problems, take a diet pill, you name it, right? This is the society we're in. We like instant stuff. And that's why a lot of people, I feel, get addicted to weed. But like I said, using the oil, it's a delayed gratification. So I feel like it's a lot harder for that to become a problem. And for me, it hasn't been a problem. So I've been using that, you know, once a week, once every 2 weeks, and it's been working for me. And you know, everyone's different. It might not work for you, but I urge you to give it a try if you're giving up smoking weed. Because for one, like I said, you're not smoking, so there's no smoke going down your lungs, which is a plus, because that's just not good for you, regardless of what people say. Oh, it's not cigarettes, you know, planned. It's smoke going down your lungs. It's still bad for you because you're inhaling smoke, regardless of what it's from, right? So, you know, taking the oil eliminates that. And at the same time, you know, life is tough. Let's be real. Everyone goes through challenges. I'm sure you watching this, you're going through your challenges. Life is very tough. I know everyone has something that they use as a crutch. For some people, it's smoking weed. For some people, it's drinking alcohol. For some people, it's eating junk food. For some people, it's going to the gym. You name it, everyone has something. Some people, it's smoking cigarettes, you know, that they use as a crutch, right? It's really hard to live life completely without a crutch. But what you want to do is you want to make sure that what you rely on with these crutches are better options. So for me, I go to the gym, which is a great crutch to have instead of smoking cigarettes when you feel down, right? So I go to the gym, and then, like I said, once a week, once every 2 weeks, I use this THC, CBD oil, and that's my thing. And then with those two things, okay, they're my crutch, right? But they're not really having a negative effect on me. I can actually argue that it's having a positive effect on me. But someone that's smoking weed every single day, and that's their crutch, that's fucking with their head, that's fucking with their body. It's just not a good time overall. So this is what I found has personally worked for me. You know, it might work for you. All I can do is just share my experience. But, you know, 1 year later, man, crazy times. And especially, I'm very, very proud of myself because this last year that I've been through has been the hardest year of my life, as I'm sure it has for many of you, because, you know, COVID, and, you know, the economy's been pretty fucked because of COVID, and etc., etc., right? Like, it's been a hard time, let's be real. And I managed to stick with this and overcome this during a very hard time, because, you know, I'm at home, right? I don't, like, can't work, everything's closed where I live, gyms are closed, there's not much to do. It'd be very, very easy to wake up, be like, I don't got anything to do, I'm just gonna smoke weed. I could have justified that so easily, but I stuck with it. And all I can say is I'm very proud of myself. So, you know, if you're watching this and you want to stop smoke weed, man, or, you know, girl watching, I believe in you 100%. You can do it. Just try. You might fail this time, you might relapse, but it's okay. Try again, because eventually you will succeed. And, you know, maybe use my tip about the THC or CBD oil, because it might work for you. But I can honestly say that I feel better now that I'm not, you know, relying on a substance. And, you know, eventually in the future, will I smoke again? It's very possible. You know, it's very possible. But I will not allow it to get to a point where I was literally smoking every day. I won't let it get to that point ever again, where I need it when I'm feeling down. That's not a good place to be. You don't want to have to rely on something. You want to become strong mentally yourself and be able to deal with life challenges, because life will throw you challenges. So with that, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it a lot. And, you know, hopefully you got something out of this video. If you did, give it a like, maybe subscribe, and I'm out of here. Peace. Best of luck.